Happy Friday. All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is a replay from TikTok Live, so feel free to skip ahead a couple minutes. I'm going to wait and let everybody get on. Come on in, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. There's everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday and happy harvest moon. Good morning. So excited. Hello from Australia. Oh, welcome. Come on in, come on in. We're going to get started in just a minute. If this is your first time, we do this every Monday and Friday where I come on and we look at every day coming up for us so we can know what the energy is that is available to us. We can understand what's coming up and how to get in front of it, how to respond instead of react. It's just a sneak peek into what's coming up for you. So like, why not? Good morning. Good morning. Cheers. Yes. Coffee cheers. I like it. So who's feeling the energy of the super full moon today? Y'all, this is a big energy, okay? The super full moon is in Aries and it's taking us into October. If you haven't seen my last video, you need to watch it, okay? This is allowing you to shed away anything that is not real, anything that is not you, okay? Because Aries is the I am. They are the cardinal sign that is like, let's go. But they can't go if they have so much crap holding them back, right? You can't take all this shit on your back and in your arms and everything and expect to go very far. It's just not going to work, okay? So what we're going to do first, I've got my angel frequency tuning fork. This is a high frequency, okay? It's going to give us a nice boost for today, and then we'll get started in the tarot, okay? Let me turn this off. I don't even know if y'all can hear that, but all right. All you're going to do as this is singing, just breathe, okay? It's going to help raise your vibration. The tuning forks are attuned to a certain frequency, and when you hear it, your body starts adjusting, okay? So if you have headphones in, it's going to be ideal because this is kind of like it's a really high pitch, so it doesn't last very long, or to your ear, it doesn't last very long, but it's very strong, all right? Here we go. Just breathe. It's still going, just breathe. There we go. Okay, so that's just a nice little boost that we like to do on Fridays. That is also part of the VIP Soul Collective sessions that we do once a month, okay? So if you have not checked that out, feel free to do so because I go in as a Reiki master, I cleanse out all your chakras, I realign them, then we do a whole sound bath, so it's fun. All right, so let's see what our angel blessing is for the weekend. Yesterday, we had the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Did anybody receive anything good yesterday, like have a turnaround? I did, but I can't reveal it yet. Y'all, we got the same one. The energy is continuing, okay? Wow. So if you were not here on Monday, what this indicates is you have the support. I mean, look how thick this deck is, right? Y'all saw me shuffling it. I was shuffling it at the beginning, right? So this is the energy of being the rebel, okay? Doing what you want to do, being in that Aries energy, okay? We have this super full moon today, so it's like, you know what? I am so sick and tired of trying to be somebody that I'm not. I'm so sick and tired of these toxic relationships, or me, you know, being a doormat for other people, or just pretending to be something that I'm not to be accepted, okay? So this is an opportunity for you to be the rebel and to do things your way, to do things differently, okay? So let's choose our tarot deck. You've been feeling rebellious? Good. Let's see. It was a weird day. Many negative things happened. Well, are they negative or are they shedding away? Okay. Expecting good things to happen. Good for you. Ooh, you're going to find out today? Ooh, you better let us know, Tara. You better let us know. You're enjoying going with the flow. Good, Melanie. Good. That's what we want. Yeah, this is a collective reading. It's okay. Stick around and you'll get some great messages, okay? We like to bond here. Definitely in a transition, just don't know what yet. Be excited, okay? This is all meant to elevate us, to push us forward. Okay, so for the deck choice today, we have Tarot Mucha, deck 1, and we have the Wizard's Tarot, deck 2. Okay, which one do y'all want me to use? Deck 1 or deck 2? Deck 1 or deck 2? And the Fairy Blessing was the same one that we got on Monday. Oh, y'all are going to split it up on me. I'm still watching. You can see my eye poking through. Okay, let's see. I think one's got it. Oh, thank you for the heart. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like one's got it. Okay, so let's do deck 1. We'll do deck 2 another time. Let me make sure I'm not pulling out things that I don't need. There we go. Okay. Let me shuffle and get them ready. So if you didn't see my last video, I was talking about all the stuff that's coming up in October. We have so much energy. We talked about it in our masterclass. If you missed it, you missed out, because there's so much planetary movement happening in October, plus the fact that October is connected to the Wheel of Fortune card. So, how fitting, right? Because October is the 10th month. The 10th card in the tarot is the Wheel of Fortune. And so what it's indicating is that whatever you are aligning to, that's where the transition, that's where the cycle is going to turn. So either it's going to turn in your favor as far as you're going to get closer to what it is that you desire, or if you're in a negative space, it's going to turn in that direction because you're going to have to learn some more lessons on releasing, surrendering, standing your ground, whatever it is that you're going through, okay? So that's why we want to always be in our true power, to be standing firm in our boundaries and know exactly who we are so we can surrender to the energy and let ourselves flow. Does that make sense? What do we need to know that's coming up this weekend? So I'm going to look at every day, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we're going to pull Oracle as well. Making sense? Good. Okay, so let's look at today. Today we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, okay? That's perfect for making sure that you're aligning to what it is that you want, okay? Because when the 5 of Swords is in reverse, it indicates fighting a losing battle. It indicates, you know, there might be some conflict, but it's like, do you really want to participate in this? Okay, so it might be that you decide, you know what, I'm not going to participate in this argument. I'm not going to participate in this toxicity, but also I'm going to watch my thoughts. I'm going to start changing my thoughts and stop second guessing myself, stop fighting myself, stop really hurting my own feelings. Okay, does that make sense? So 5 indicates change. There needs to be a change with the communication within yourself, as well as the communication with the people around you, okay? Because whenever it's direct, it's fighting a battle and you've won, but in reality, nobody wins. But when it's in reverse, it's like you're fighting a losing battle. You don't have the upper hand. And so it's like, why even participate in that, okay? So let's look at Saturday. Saturday, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So when we see the Ace of Swords in reverse, this can indicate a foggy mind. It can indicate not being truthful. So somebody is not being honest, or you're having a hard time gaining clarity. It could be the energy from the full moon has us a bit foggy minded because we have so much energy surrounding us. Just take time to recenter yourself, okay? Just take time to really watch your communication, both in your mind and your speech. I wouldn't start anything new tomorrow, okay? Because it's not going to be something that's going to really work out. It's not the best day for heavy conversations because, again, all these swords are just, it's communication, things going through the air, okay? Watch your social media. Really start getting rid of the people that you follow on social media that are drama, that are toxic, that potentially make you feel bad, and just unfollow them. I've been doing that like crazy lately, just naturally. And here we come up with this full moon, and it's like you got to shed away from the things that just aren't serving you, okay? And that does include your social media, because guess what? If somebody is speaking negatively on social media, if you're following drama, if you're watching these shit readings on TikTok and whatnot, that energy is coming into your aura, okay? It does affect you. You'll notice if you watch something on one of the platforms and you start having a physical reaction to it, that is affecting your energy. So you are the gatekeeper. You need to protect your energy at all times. So if you're watching these drama shit shows on TV, I would be very careful watching the, what's the one, the murder mystery ones or whatever, the detective shows, or, you know what I'm saying? I can't think of what it's called right now, where it's all about murder and they're trying to solve murders. Be careful watching those, because that energy comes right into your living room and right towards you, okay? So let's look at Sunday. Sunday, we have the Lovers in reverse. True crime, thank you. I could not think of it. I don't watch it, so I couldn't think of it. Look, we have the Lovers in reverse, okay? So, talk about shedding energy, okay? There is an energy on Sunday of feeling obligated to something, okay? But knowing that it no longer resonates with you, okay? So watch your actions. This is a major arcana card, okay? The Lovers is not really about a love relationship. It's about making the choice that you know is right for you. It's breaking away from what you have felt obligated to, maybe old programming and things like that, and breaking away to your own journey, your own self-discovery, and really figuring out, you know what, I can make my own decisions because this does not feel right for me. Okay, that was me as a kid. It was, especially, my parents made me go to church all the time, and I don't mind if you're a Christian, that's fine. It's just not my thing because it didn't sit well with me. It felt toxic to me. And so I decided that is not going to be my path. Like, I don't have to. Even though the rest of my family goes to church and whatnot, it doesn't sit right with me, okay? So whatever you're feeling obligated to or really tied to, this is giving you the energy to break away because it's not resonating anymore, okay? Look, we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Page of Swords is the apprentice, okay? They want to learn, but the pages are also messengers. When the Page of Swords is at the bottom, there is good news happening. It does seem like, all of these cards are reversed, but it's telling you that there are things happening underneath the surface that you can't see, and you're going to receive good news through this transition, okay? Because with the angel blessing as well, fairy blessing as well as, golly, what's going on with my speech? Speaking of the swords, with the fairy blessing as well, this is you being that rebel, having the support to make the radical change, to have this kickoff, today with the full moon and going, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be in this situation. I saw a great quote yesterday, and it said, you were choosing what you were not changing. Something like that. What you refuse to choose, what you refuse to change, you are choosing every day. Eek, right? I've broken away from how my mother feels love is. A marriage out of obligation is not right for me. Absolutely, Nicole. Same. I had an experience with the church years ago and walked away and never stepped back in. Yep. You can use good news? Good. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the quote was something like, what you refuse to change, you choose. So you are choosing that. If you're not changing something in your life, you are choosing that every single day. When I saw that, I think I've heard of it before, but yeah, and indecision is decision. It really is. It's like, oh, why? I hate that. I wish I didn't have to do that. Then don't. Okay? I wish my life could change. Well, change it. You cannot sit here and expect things to fall into your lap. You have to really let go of things. You have to take inspired action. Dylan, you have to actually participate in your life. You can't expect somebody else to come in and do it for you, okay? Yes, you choose to stay in the old story, you can rewrite it. Absolutely. I had to do that, okay? I finally had to get real with myself and be like, I'm doing this to myself. And then everything changed, okay? So let's get some oracle. Like I said, all of these are in reverse, but it's meant to shed away because the full moon means completion, right? It means things coming to fruition and releasing things. So you can create the void to receive more. That's how it works. I do not need a brick and mortar for my beliefs. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, it's so toxic to me. Thanks, son. Let's see what else we need to know. Oh, wow. I'll try not to. Look, it says mirror. We have never gotten this one, but let's see what it says. Self-reflection, shadow work, vanity, beauty, seeing the soul, okay? So like I'm saying, this weekend, you got to really take a good hard look at yourself and your life and realize what is not worth the battle, you know? And who's not being honest? Are you not being honest with yourself? Are you foggy-minded? That's okay, because the energy is shifting, right? If you're foggy-minded, feel disconnected on Saturday, just ground your energy, okay? It's going to be different for everybody because this is a collective reading. So on Saturday, it's just like really pay attention to your speech and your thoughts. Because if you went throughout the day and you paid attention, like you made the affirmation. We did this the other day in the tribe. I gave them the affirmation of like, I will not speak a negative word about myself or anybody else. And it's like, you'd be shocked at how much you speak negatively in your mind and through your mouth about yourself and potentially other people. Okay? That is stuff that goes through your mind constantly. So if you're constantly thinking negatively about yourself, then what's going to happen? You're going to pull that negativity in because your brain and the energy has to make it true. Okay? Things that vibrate on the same frequency or resonance will vibrate together. It's called sympathetic vibration. You can look it up, okay? This is where science meets spirituality. That's why it's hard in relationships when you meet somebody, you're like, oh, it felt like I knew them forever, and then it wound up being the most toxic thing. Well, because y'all were both vibrating at the same frequency, it was just a low frequency down here. Okay, so you trauma bonded, you hit the toxicity, they became a mirror for you, and then all hell broke loose. Why? Because they were supposed to play that part to break through that wall of yours to get you to wake up. Okay? I can't see me, but nodding yes or oh, you can't see. Yeah, good. I'm glad it's making sense, you guys. I really am. But that's why, I get so passionate about this, because these things are happening to help us, not to hurt us. So that's why I'm like, really ask yourself, is this battle worth it? Let me watch my thoughts and see where all this negativity, see where I'm hurting myself. See where I'm already determining something a failure before I even start it. How many of y'all do that, right? Been there, right? So when I speak about these things, because I speak from experience, I had to shift it all around, and some things are still a daily practice. It doesn't just go away, okay? It takes time for these new thought patterns, these new neural pathways to develop. It takes time. And, we all talk about healing from things. Healing from things does not mean that you never think about that scenario again. It means that you have decided that that situation is no longer going to dictate your life from now on. Does that make sense? Ugh, feel empowered. We haven't used this deck in a while, so it was calling to me. Nina, if somebody's ignoring you after they tell you they love you, they don't love you. I'm sorry. They're probably love bombing you to try to get you to do something. I would move on. Okay? Love does not hurt. The absence of love hurts. Okay? You're welcome. Let's see what else we need to know. It's funny because I've forgotten about this deck and I feel bad now. All right, let's see what we need to know for this weekend. And Nina, if he comes back around, you're opening the gates for him to do it to you again. So it's like, are you going to accept that? Okay. Look at that. 55, taming the wind. Woo! 55, taming the wind. So 5, again, is all about change. We're starting with this change today. Oh, I just got this like burst in my heart chakra. So 5 is all about change. We have this super full moon today. Okay, think about this. It's the harvest moon. Okay, the harvest moon is, they indicate, or they called it that because they could stay out longer to, cut the wheat or cut the harvest, right? To whatever it is they need to do. And think about that. So they are taking in everything that has grown for them. I'm trying to, it's swirling around in my head. Give me a second. I'm going to funnel this down to make sense. But you think about a harvest on the table, right? That's abundance. Harvest represents abundance. So they had to cut it loose, right? They had to cut it from the plant to receive the harvest, to take part in the harvest, to take part in the abundance, okay? And so this is telling you that there are things that are going to have to be cut away, things you take with you, things you leave behind, right? Because the plant that they grew on sometimes has to be tilled back up. And then we have to plant new seeds. Is this making sense? I see it in my head. And I'm trying to get my words to match what I'm seeing. But it's telling you that with all of this change that we're going to experience today, moving forward, it's you getting the opportunity to pull in the harvest, to tap into that abundance, to be grateful for everything that you have accomplished up until now. And now we're getting ready to start a new one. Now we're getting ready to really go within to figure out what it is that we truly want in life. And then we start planting new seeds in order for spring to spring up. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I feel like a hug right about now. I'm sorry, right? Oh, good for you, Jonathan. Yeah, and I agree. You can love someone and not want to be with them, 100%. Okay, so taming the wind, like I said, we have 55. 5 is change doubled. And guess what? You add those together, it's 10. 10 is October, so we're moving into October soon. 10 is also the result of the change. So when we have 5 amplified twice, it's just telling you that big change is coming. And taming the wind would be like your thoughts and really channeling that wind where you want it to go. Think about an airbender. You know, they're pulling in all of this energy and they're putting it where they want it. Okay? So your thoughts, your communication, your energy is channeling that energy into whatever it is that you want. So you might want to make sure that it's not something negative. We got to change that old programming. If you're used to being a negative Nelly, then you're going to have to change that. I mean, there's no other way around it. Things will not work out for you if you don't change your attitude. Oops. Oh, you were late? Uh-oh. You're grounded. These cards are so big. Ugh. I say that every time, but let's see what else we need to know for this weekend. And taming the wind is also, you think about adjusting your cells. You know, we can't always, like, we can't make the wind go where we want, but we can adjust ourselves to get us to where we want, right? We can use something to funnel it in to get it to where we want to go, okay? Oh, that's weird. I just accidentally put them upside down, but look. I'm going to look at both sides. We got butterfly, rebirth, okay? You can reinvent yourself. Apparently, this is the card that we needed, okay? You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. How freaking awesome is that? Okay? How freaking awesome is that? We literally was just talking about it for like a full 5 minutes. And then the fact that I accidentally turned it upside down, I needed to see this card. We needed to see this card. It does feel like a makeover. I like that, Heather. Yeah. I love that. That's a great analogy, right? You think about that. So you get a makeover, you go get your hair cut, right? Cut away things. You maybe want to get rid of some clothes and to welcome in new clothes that make you feel good now. You know, you just do things differently because it feels like you now. So yeah. And you have a tattoo of a butterfly. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm not even going to pull the top card because I'm being told like it's not necessary. That's the one that we needed to see. That's awesome. See, when you surrender and you just go with the flow and you listen to those little bitty inklings that you get, you'd be shocked at what starts to happen in your life. I'm going to take that book out just in case I need it because I like this deck, but I don't use it a ton, so I don't definitely don't have them memorized. Look at this at the bottom, Tree of Life, Conception. I like that. And the butterfly coming from one form into another form. Yeah. It's an amazing thing, you guys. This is all meant to help us. This is all meant for us to start taking control. Like I said, Aries is that cardinal sign. They don't mess around. They're like, let's go. They get the party started. I'm an Aries rising, so I get it. And this is going to affect me big time. And I'm like, game on. Let's do this. When you start seeing life as an adventure, as an experience, you are less afraid, okay? Let's see. Ooh, birds, freedom. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Birds, freedom. Wouldn't it be nice to feel free of burdens? Wouldn't it be nice to feel the freedom of living life by your own design? Wouldn't it be nice to finally stop letting the past dictate your future or even your present? Okay? That's what I'm saying. Healing does not take the memory of it away, but it allows you to let go of it controlling and consuming you. Okay? That's how you step into your power. You decide, this is not going to dictate my thoughts. This is not going to dictate how I feel about myself. This is not going to dictate how I move throughout my life. And this is not going to dictate how I treat others. Okay? There's so much freedom to be had, but you have to participate in that. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can, like I saw, I saw a video about Kelly Clarkson and her divorce, right? And she wrote this song called Piece by Piece. And it's a beautiful song. The only problem is, it was a song about her now ex-husband. He came together and he picked up all her pieces and he put her back together. He fulfilled things, right? He fulfilled the trauma. He supposedly, healed her inner child from things that she experienced from childhood. But guess what? They wound up divorcing and she crumbled again. Okay? Why? Because she had him seemingly put her back together. It doesn't work that way. Okay? If we're looking for someone else to fulfill us, to put us back together, it will never work. We have to do it ourselves. Otherwise, it can be taken away. Does that make sense? But when you do something for yourself, nobody can take that away. Okay? Get busy living or get busy dying. Yeah, I choose to live. For sure. I'm like, where is the opening? But do y'all see what I'm saying about the whole Kelly Clarkson thing? Good. I'm so glad that makes sense. Good, good, good. Yes, you got to do the work yourself. Because that's what I'm saying. If you rely on somebody else to do something, to heal something, to fulfill something within you, as soon as they leave, they take that energy with them. And here you crumble again. And it doesn't heal anything with you. It's pacifying you. Okay? Your codependent energy is latched onto them and it's pacifying you. So yeah, we don't want to do that. There's a lot of blue in this reading, And so the blue is connected to the throat chakra, okay? It's also connected to a lot of the swords cards, which is, you know, the thoughts, ideas, and communication. So really watch your communication and your thoughts this weekend, okay? You have permission to do things wildly different this weekend. And I want a full report on Monday. Ooh, we got solar portal, being centered, balancing power, and manipulation. Look at that. Okay. Being centered, balance, power, and manipulation. So it's one or the other, right? Just like what I was talking about with her husband. Like that is a manipulation. She put her codependent energy onto him and you know, manipulated into making herself feel better. But as soon as that went away, there it went, right? She was not balanced within herself. She didn't have her own power. Okay, this is number 36. So the creative expression is what you put out there. Either you're in your power or you're manipulating or being manipulated, okay? If you ever do or say something to get somebody to do something that you want, that is manipulation, okay? Even if you feel like you're doing it out of the, you know, the goodness of your heart, it is still manipulation. If you're doing something just because you want to, that's not manipulation. But if you expect something in return, manipulation. Does that make sense? Okay? So this is all about you being in that power center here, finding that balance, connecting to yourself, your life force energy, and controlling your own life, your own destiny. Okay? Let's see what else. Let's do the herbal astrology because I like that one. Understood? Good. These readings, you know, they're like a smack in the face. You know, we're holding up the mirror going, hey, where have you been just allowing shit to happen to you? Where have you been really living somebody else's version of life? Where have you been stagnant when you need to change? What have you been choosing every single day of your life? What does my shirt say? It says, I got this. Yeah, sorry, I forgot my hair was over it. Yeah, it says, I got this. And you can repeat that to yourself today, especially in the mirror, of like, you got this. I got this. We've got this. Whoops. Yes, this is a collective. Thank you for asking. Hello from Italy. Oh, welcome. My parents just recently went to Italy, and I'm so jealous because they had the most amazing time. So I'm going to have to go. Look, lemon balm, nurture. It's number 52. There's that 5 again. Okay, and 2 is the balance, the duality, making decisions, being really balanced within, you know, the light and dark, masculine, feminine, okay? So it says nurturing. So think about how this resonates with our reading, okay? So 5 is the change, and nurturing is coming back to center, taking care of you, and making decisions that are nurturing you, because if you're doing things within your life that you know are just something that you feel pressured to do or you feel obligated to do, then that's not taking care of you, because believe it or not, your body's going to feel that. Your body's going to respond to that, and it's not going to be good, okay? But if you're now making these decisions going, you know what? I really don't want to participate in that. I really don't want that to be me. I want to make these radical changes. Your body's going to be like, hell yeah. You're nurturing yourself. You're nurturing your soul. You're nurturing your path. Okay? Yeah, I love the bee too. Twos have been showing up a lot for you lately? Okay. There you go. Okay. The bees are my kitchen theme animal. Love it. See? It's a beautiful card. Bees represent abundance. Okay. They do what is necessary because, you know, we need the bees, right? We need the bees in our lives because they pollinate things and they create honey. Well, honey is extremely beneficial for us when we ingest it. Okay. But like I said, they also represent abundance. So whenever you are taking care of yourself, whenever you are doing what you know is right for you and you are choosing your life now, right? Instead of just complaining about change, you're choosing your life now. That's where everything starts to come in. Okay. The kitchen is your happy place. Oh, nice. I wish it was mine. Not a big fan of, I don't mind cooking. I like cooking, but it's like after a full day of work, not interested. Let's see. Let's do one of the Kipper deck. Y'all know I love this deck. 1111 is your time you always see. Yep. Same here. 22 is what I always see. Obviously, that's why my number or my business is called 22. I even looked at the clock this morning, 8:22, 9:22, all the time. And I just smile and I say thank you. All right, let's see what else we need to know this weekend. But I just really feel this strong need to, you know, make sure people hear, like, don't be scared. Don't be scared of these changes because changes are absolutely necessary for us to grow. Okay, it's all part of the experience. Look, we have marriage, number 3. Okay, some of y'all might be going to a wedding this weekend. But marriage doesn't necessarily mean, again, doesn't mean it could be involving your marriage. Okay, there might be some discord in your marriage. Is it not working out or can it be worked through? You got to decide that, okay? But marriage is also like the product of 2 energies coming together. And then 3 is the production of that, or like the creation of that. So think about, you know, man, woman, child, okay? So it's whatever you are partnering up with, whatever you're committing to is creating your life. See what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, whatever you're choosing, whatever you're thinking, saying, feeling, doing, that is choosing your life. That is creating your reality. Okay? So choose wisely. And don't feel, you know, a lot of people say, well, I've done it this way for so long and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't have to be married to your old lifestyle. You don't have to be married, like, just like so committed to this old way of being. You can let that go. Like, there is no rule that says once you decide your journey, that's it. No, you can change at any moment and any time. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your race, doesn't matter your location. You can change it at any time. Okay? You have that authority. Could it also mean contracts being signed? I would be careful this weekend about signing contracts. Make sure that it is 100% like in line with what you think you're agreeing to, because I do have the Ace of Swords in reverse for tomorrow, and we have the 5 of Swords in reverse for today. So I would just be very careful of signing contracts this weekend. Make sure that you read through it with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that it's actually what you want. And you can, you know, maybe have somebody else, read through it to make sure as well. You know, kind of put second or third eyes on it. Ooh, let's do the Moonology. My house is a 5. I add up to a 4 for fulfillment. Nice. Let's see, what do we need to know? Look at that. Luck is on your side. It says new moon in Sagittarius, okay? Because remember how I said at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords brings a message of good news, okay? But the Page of Swords, like I said as well, is the apprentice. They are learning things from what they're experiencing, okay? So it's kind of like a double message there. It's like, if you learn from this experience, if you start going with the flow and you start shedding things and you release what needs to be released, then you will be catapulted forward and it'll feel like luck, but it's actually alignment, okay? You resonate with my video going into October? Good, Katie. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. So yeah, think about the archer, right? Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter. Jupiter is growth and expansion. It's also the planet of higher learning. And Sagittarius is the archer. So we're being pulled back this weekend, right? We got to pull back and assess where we want to go from here. And then bam, right to the target. And I don't mean go shopping at Target. Speaking of which, let me get my money deck. Let's see what our money message is. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. That's very kind of you. All right, let's see. Money manager. See? Okay, so it says there's 3 ways to resonate, okay? So our money message for the week, the weekend. This card can indicate your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. Okay? Consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or anything in finance, if that resonates with you, right? It's not for everybody. And number 3, you can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. Isn't that nice? Okay? I told you. All right? I hope it is for you, Tara. I really do. Because that's what I'm saying. When we allow things to be moved out of our life, when we let the universe do the work for us, and we just stay open, then we receive, okay? I had a complete shift years ago, and I learned this, and I had to really remind myself to trust in the universe, to know that, I got this, and the universe will always take care of you when you're working together, okay? But if you're holding on to something and the universe is over here like, come on, but you're hanging on to it, what are you going to get? Tension. That's it, okay? That's your muggle job. I love it. We ain't no muggles here. That's such a boring life, you guys. I've always been interested in the metaphysical side of life, magic, like real magic, not like pull a rabbit out of the hat magic, things like that. Because the mundane, just human life sounds like a death sentence to me. You're in a transition to a new job. Ooh, good for you. Let's see. It makes so much sense. Good, good, good. Okay, let's get from our sassy deck. This is the Rebel deck, right? That's what it's called. Yeah, Rebel deck. This deck is like my personality, and it's funny, so we like to pull one from this. Let's see. Says, ooh, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. Stop sleeping so much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. Think about that. We were just talking about the whole muggle life, right? It's that mundane, human, asleep life, okay? They have no clue about anything related to the metaphysical or the esoteric, right? Like they have no clue. And so this is telling you, wake up. You're missing some cool shit. Life is magical. Life is meant to be experienced. And you can create some pretty freaking awesome things in your life if you would just work with the universe. Wake up. Don't be so focused on your phone. Don't have your head down here. Look up and see all of the magic all around you. Go within to find the magic within there too. Okay? Learn some shit. Read some shit. Do whatever you've got to do to really tap into this magical sector. Because most people dip their toe in it and then they get sucked right back into the asleep life because they realize that their life is their choice. Their life is their responsibility and they don't want that responsibility. So they go back to that old muggle human life where people tell them what to do, where people dictate their life for them. Only the strong go on the awakened side. And it's a very small crowd. Okay? Yeah, no more snooze. Uh-oh, you got called out, Tracy. So I think that was meant for me. Stayed in bed today instead of doing the things I had to do. Uh-oh. Well, look, if you needed the rest, that's okay. But yeah, don't ignore the things that you need to do. Oh, you've been sick in bed for the past 2 days. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you get much better really soon. Your ears started to ring. See, you're getting up to that frequency if your ears are ringing. See, y'all, this is why we do this. This is why I love coming here and doing this every Monday and Friday. I used to do it every Monday through Friday, but it just wound up being too much for me to be able to handle that and business and mom. But oh, let's get a spirit animal. Well, no, they said not that one. Woodland Warden. But yeah, so I used to do this every day. It was a lot of fun, but it was too much. And I have to be at my highest power, right? Can I try Wednesday night? It's hard for me to do things in the evenings because I teach tarot in the evenings. And then also by the time I get finished with work during the day, I'm exhausted. So there's going to be shifts in things, especially with the tribe. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. But yeah. Whoops. Okay, let's see what that one is. Isn't that crazy? The moth, it looks like a bee though. The moth and eucalyptus, an ending. We have the full moon today. It looks like a bee, but it's a moth, right? To us, it looks like a bee, right? But it says an ending. Yeah, the bee, the moth, the butterfly, they all look like they've come together in this one card. And it's funny how we all saw the bee. But it says an ending. Look at the little skull-looking markings, okay? This is exactly what is happening right now with this super full moon. It is an ending. It is a shift. So when we shift with the energy, we get to see where we're going next. We get to go on the adventure with the cosmos, with the universe, okay? And so this is telling you that you will experience some sort of ending, but the ending is not a bad thing. It could be, yeah, it could be an ending of a relationship, but guess what? If the relationship is ending, that means it's not meant for you. You are not on the same frequency. It could be the ending of being jobless. It could be the ending of a bad habit. It could be the ending of you letting somebody else dictate your life. It could be the ending of you letting your pain and trauma dictate your life. There's so many positive things that we can say about an ending. The endings do not have to be negative, okay? It's just we've got to stop something in order to get something, all right? Sometimes I feel like a preacher because because I get so passionate and fired up. So much confirmation. Good. Oh, addicted to people. Yeah. The ending is a bigger door opening. Yes, yes, yes. I know, right? The congregation said amen. Oh. Let's see. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let's do this one. Discernment. We keep getting this one and balance. Okay? So discernment, again, look, it's number 10. This is the ending and a beginning. This is endless possibilities, but you have to decide. Okay? If you're not choosing, you really are choosing. Okay? If you're not changing, you're choosing that shitty thing that you're having to deal with or live through. Okay? So discernment is really, you see the moon or the sun right there in that area? It's just below her heart chakra. So that's like this chakra card that we got, okay? The solar plexus. And so this says being centered, balancing power, but then it also can indicate manipulation if it's in the low vibration. All right? So trust your spidey senses. Trust your intuition and follow that. Use discernment. If you're not sure about something, take a pause and check in with yourself. How is this making me feel? Like, what is this telling me? Let me see. Let me check in and find out. Is this my ego talking or is it reality talking? And I can check in and find the answers here. Okay? I have to do that all the time. Does it feel right? If it doesn't, I'm not about it. Let's get from this deck. We're just gonna pull a bunch because this is, you know, this is a big energy. You guys have no idea how much is gonna happen in October. If you missed the masterclass, oh my gosh. I did send it out to the rest of the tribe so y'all can watch the replay. But if you're not in the tribe, then man, you missed it. And sorry, but God, it was incredible. Let's see what else we need to know. Oh, look at that. We have number 20, envy. Okay. So what does that mean? There's another number 2, right? That balance, the discernment, the light and the dark. So we have to check ourselves. And here's the thing, too, is if you're not the one being envious, there very well could be somebody in your circle that is being envious. How do we handle that? We don't. It's not our problem, okay? If they want to be envious, we can say, you know what? You have the ability to do this too. You have the ability to change your life or to welcome in love or abundance, whatever it is that they're wanting. There's no need for anybody to be envious of another because there is so much to go around. You just have been programmed for so long to think that we live in lack, right? That there is a only set amount of money. There's only a set amount of good people to partner up with. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been programmed for so long in this lack mindset that we get really jealous of people that have, obtained whatever it is that they want. But there's no need to be jealous or envious of that because you can do it too. You just have to actually take action like they did. You know, we talked about this a while back where I said, we love movies where the underdog wins, right? Why? Because the underdog refuses to accept that is their story. They refuse to accept that they aren't allowed to accomplish their dreams. And boom, you watch them take off. right? There is no difference between them and you. You can do the same thing. People can be cheering you on too. Get it? Yes, we can all tap into that energy. 100%. No need for it for sure. Everyone can do it if they want it. Yeah. I mean, it used to, I'll be honest, a long time ago, it used to irritate the hell out of me when people would be like, if I can do it, you can do it too. And I'm like, fuck off. You know? Because I was in my low vibration. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Easy for you to say. But it's true. I had to drop the ego and be like, you know what? It is true. I've got to get out of my own way. I've got to stop choosing my shitty life. And when I did, it all changed. It all shifted, okay? And if people are envious of you, you just let them know like, hey, you can do this too 100%. You just have to get out of your own way. And you have to understand how energy works and how your emotions really set the standard for what you experience in life, okay? I got out of an abusive relationship. This helps. Good for you, Emmy. Been there, done that, and I understand how hard that is. So good for you. Nicole, I always cheer for other people's success too. It makes me extremely happy to see people get what they want, to see people break free, to, you know, just, and yeah, it makes me happy. Like that is my addiction, is seeing other people succeed, because that's something that I learned about myself through my energetic blueprint. Is my destiny is to help other people have a better life. And that's where I find my fulfillment and my joy. So how amazing is that? And it's funny because I was always really good at it, but I was doing it from the low vibration side. I was doing it from the codependent side, to where I would help people, but they would step on me to get to where they wanted. But when I shifted it to the high vibration side, I help people and it doesn't take anything away from me. See how learning about yourself can really transform things like that, okay? Let's see if there's one more, and then we'll call it a day. Let's do this deck. I haven't done this one in a while. YouTube, Rosella. Yeah, I agree, Katie. She said it's crazy when you see and feel the shift from codependency. Man, it is such a powerful feeling when you no longer let yourself rely on others for your own fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand you're on your journey, you understand they're on their journey, and it's up to you to fulfill your life. And if you are surrounding yourself with toxic people, then that's your own doing, right? It's your job to get away from that. It's your job to fulfill yourself and to heal yourself. It's such a powerful feeling. Shifting from the codependency has been the greatest accomplishment ever. It really is, Nicole. It is such a magical, powerful accomplishment. Absolutely. Because most people don't realize how codependent they are. They think it's just everyday life. They think, you know, because we've been programmed, especially through Christianity. Again, if you're a Christian, totally fine. I just don't resonate with it. But I see Christianity as producing codependent people, because they're like, just wait. Jesus is coming. He's going to save you. Just wait. You know, you're loved, but you're not really worthy. You got to do this to make you loved, right? You got to do this to make me happy. Otherwise, I'm going to condemn you to hell. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was so toxic, and I knew that as a kid. I was like, fuck this. Yeah. Program to self-sacrifice. Ugh. Yeah. It's really nice to do nice things for people, but not at your own detriment, and not because you want them to do something. You want them to like you. You're trying to get something out of them. No, that's manipulation. It's codependency. I just blew your mind? Uh-oh. Woo. Yeah, I can't. I went to, oh, these are upside down. Whoops. Oh, no, that one's not. Okay. But look, that one is. Look, the Phoenix is in reverse. So it's like, it's not time yet. You're burning things down first. And then look, on the other side, we have Epiphany. Talk about, I just blew your mind. That's how you grew up and you just realized it 2 months ago. Yeah, sorry, I don't like it. But like I said, I have clients that are Christian. I have students that are Christian, all of that, and that's fine. We work through it. So anyways, yeah, Epiphany. This is new thoughts, new ways of doing things, new ideas, new identity. I mean, you could be whoever you want, okay? And if people around you don't like it, tough shit. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, it does not matter. This is your journey, okay? And then, like I said, the Phoenix is in reverse at the bottom. I don't read these cards in reverse. They're not designed to be read in reverse. But this is significant to me because what this is telling me is what happens first with the Phoenix. The Phoenix has to burn the shit down and then it rises. Okay? So first we got to shed light on what needs to be burned down, what needs to be released, and then we rise. Okay? So this is number 13, 1 and 3. Okay? The self, your initiation, your creative expression. Okay? And then the Phoenix is number 27. There's that 2 again. 2 is that duality, the discernment, the decision making, all of that. And 7 is that highly spiritual number. And when you bring them together, it is 9. That higher wisdom, the essence of where you want to be. Okay? The totality, the completion, it's like the Hermit. The Hermit is like a very wise type of energy. You're learning to be selfish in a good way. Good for you. That's what we want, okay? It is okay to be selfish as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else. We're not leading through the ego, we're leading through the heart. So good. That makes me happy. This is our goal, okay? So we're in Libra season, and then we're going to go into Scorpio season, okay, through towards the end of October. But Scorpio starts with the Scorpion, goes to the Eagle, and then goes to the Phoenix. So that might be in October, later in October, or maybe early November is where we really experience a shift as well, okay? Because we have the 2 eclipses happening in October. That's bringing about radical change. So that's a time where you really want to just surrender and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna let the universe do its thing, and what I feel inspired to do, I'm going to do because I'm feeling that divine inspiration. I'm not moving. You have to be that rebel to where you're like, I'll be damned if I move out of fear. I'm going to move in my power. Okay? I'm going to choose to listen to my own discernment, to my own intuition, and then I'll move. Nobody else is going to tell me otherwise. You have to be that rebel in your life. That's the only people that will make it through the awakening journey. Like I said, it's a small group. The rest go back to Muggle life. Okay? Yes, only intentional choices. Yes. All right, you guys. I think we've got enough for today. This is a lot, but it was needed. Like, we needed to hear all of this. And I love this. It says, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. So wake up to what's going on around you. Wake up to the reality of life, which is actually far more magical than you can ever imagine, okay? And realize you got this, okay? Release, surrender, let go. Let's go on this ride together and let's see what happens. Okay, life is an adventure. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you need anything in the meantime, the link is in my bio, okay? All right, I'll see y'all.